Hello, thanks for joining me for your in-depth horoscope forecast for week commencing the 7th of September. This is for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. You can also chat with me directly on Twitter at Horoscope Ace, or download your free natal chart by clicking the link below. Or please join Elisa and I for the daily astrology and spirituality show, where you can snaffle your free written daily horoscope by also seeing the link below. Now, the astrological doomsters will be putting a lot of emphasis on the fact that Mars goes into retrograde this week. And it does, through to the middle of November. But you know, Mars has been slowing down for some while. And in fact, since the end of July, around about the 27th, it's gone into shadow. And then from the middle of August right through to now, it's been broadly in a right angle with Saturn. And that's going to go on to the middle of October. Now, if you think about it, Mars is about heat, Saturn is about cold. So they're very counterintuitive in a way when they are in a 90-degree right angle, as they have been. So our desire to make things happen as individuals, which comes through Mars in Aries, where it's its home zone, is countered by the more traditional and restrictive energies of Saturn, also in its home zone, in the stern sign of Capricorn. So things have felt a little bit frustrating for a while. So I'm not sure if we're going to see a clear switch. I think it could be a case of more of the same, but it's not going to be, because actually this week can be really quite positive. Mercury and Venus are forging an ace sextile for the whole of the week. And because Mercury is now in the fair-minded Libra and Venus in the glorious Leo, well, this is a wonderful combination to up the volume, to be more playful and sociable and interact more wherever we can do so safely, obviously taking into account COVID. But also this is a week when the Sun in Virgo is forging a terrific angle to Jupiter, and that's very life-enforcing, gives us a lot of encouragement to go for it. And then later in the week, the Sun forges a fantastic angle to Pluto. And whether the changes to our a world around us in terms of what we're trying to achieve outside of our situations, or it's more of an inner change deep within our beings, this is an opportunity for us to flourish this week. So though Mars is going into a retrograde, try to stay positive. It is still in that limiting, frustrating right angle with Saturn, but Jupiter, fortunately, by the end of this week, goes into forward motion. And that's been rotating backwards for 4 months. And I think that's been a lot to do with the frustration people have been feeling, as much as Saturn and Mars. Now, Thursday does see a quarter moon in the sign of Gemini. So we have a mutable quarter moon because of the Sun being in the sign of Virgo, where it's also very flexible and mutable. So I think this just points towards not trying to do too much this week. The virtue of Virgo can definitely be reinforced by that Jupiter and Pluto combination and the trine to the Sun. So change is possible, but let's use the detail, the meticulous energy of Virgo to go on a step-by-step basis. Then we're not going to try to run before we can really walk. But patience and application are going to continue to be important, but I think our personality powers can really start to flourish. Your specific forecast, Pisces, suggests that with the Sun in your sector of relating, forging a brilliant angle with Jupiter, one of the most upbeat and optimistic angles that can be created in astrology, and also then later in the week with the more stable energies of Saturn, there could be a connection to a friendship, a group, or a cause which really gives you some uplift, particularly as this week goes on. We can't deny the fact that when it comes to your longer term financial situation, there may still be a sense of limitation because of Mars going into retrograde and clashing with Saturn. But what we can do is work with the tools that we're given. And I think if you can listen carefully to what other people are saying, but explain your side of the equation. And also be very future orientated in how you're feeling about the people you are connected with, or where you need to be more competitive even, then that's going to be a smart thing to do. It is the case that there is a quarter moon, and I think that quarter moon for you is kind of saying that the family dynamic or the emotional dynamic, perhaps there's somebody close to you who's going to be a bit out of sorts, or perhaps doesn't quite get your direction of travel. But I think you just need to take that in your stride, because Venus in the sign of Leo is saying to you that if you can just accept the imperfections of certain professional or more practical relationships, there is an opportunity to move forwards. So I think the more progressive of evolutionary energies of the Sun's link, particularly with Jupiter, and Jupiter, your ruler, going forwards as this week draws to a close, is definitely something to celebrate. It's been a real pleasure being with you. If you'd like to ascend above your zodiac sign and embrace more serious astrology, please check out my year's forecast and character analysis special offer, where you can get 30% off. And also, if you'd like to have a one-to-one, please check out my testimonials below, and it would be an honour to work with you. But for now, stay safe, take care, and good luck.